We win as one.
Thank you very much, Gia. And now to formally open the 30th Southeast Asian Games 2019 Esports event, may I welcome back on stage the following. Honorable Francis Zamora, Mayor of San Juan City, Min Liangtang, CEO of Razer, the official esports partner of the 30th Southeast Asian Games, Mr. Kenneth Fok, President will push the button to signify the start of the esports event here, the 30th Southeast Asian Games. And they will do so in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the games begin. Now, may we please ask our federation leaders to stay on stage and pose for the cameras for a quick photo op. All right, thank you once again, Honorable Francis Zamora, Min Liangtang, Mr. Kenneth Fok, Ramon Cesara, Congressman Abraham Tolentino, Chairman Butch Ramirez, Sherry Sia, Dixon Lee, and Jin Woo Choi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for an action-packed competition from the best esports athletes from Southeast Asia? All right, I know you're all very excited, so we'll kick off the first game of the 30th Southeast Asian Games after this quick.
My name is Robert Boone. I'm the captain of Esports SG, and I go by the IGN of Oh Dear Bambi. I was sacrificing my studies for esports because competitions unfortunately fell during my exam period, so I wasn't able to study as much, and because of that my grades did take some damage. I always wanted to do competitions. I want to try out, and see how I would perform in the competition. And if you're gonna ask me a year ago if I ever thought I would represent Singapore in anything, the answer would be and then today, being selected and given the chance to represent Singapore in SEA Games, I think it's a wonderful honor and I look forward to it. I'm just afraid that I don't do up to the expectations and I let the country down, But of course, I know I'm going to work hard and make sure my team trains hard and we perform well.
Hi, ako nga pala si Carlito Ribo Jr. Ang IGN ko, Ribo. Player ako ng Team Cebol for Mobile Legends Bangbang. Before ako maging pro player sa Mobile Legends, dati akong karerista ng motor. Nung nakita akong mga tropa ko na naglalaro ng Mobile Legends, parang dalawang isip ako na pag-quit ako sa drag racing. Tapos tinry ko yung maging Mobile Legends. Tapos naging okay naman. Tapos nung nakakuha ako ng team, doon na, nag-quit na ako sa lahat ng ginagawa ko nung dati. Gagawa kami ng mga strategy, kami gagawa ng meta dito sa Pilipinas para ilaban namin sa buong Asia. Gagawin namin lahat para lang makuha namin yung gold medals para sa Pilipinas.
I'm Angelo Ailar Cangel, IGN Pew, Team Captain of Cebol Mobile Legends Bangbang. Before ako maging pro player, college student ako sa RTU. Madalas lang ako naglalaro ng kung ano-anong games kasi yun talaga hilig ko. Nung nagsimula ako maging pro player, hindi pa masyadong supportive yung parents ko kasi syempre lahat naman ng parents gusto nag-aaral yung anak nila. Pero ngayon national team na sobrang proud na nila sa akin. Nung napili ako sa SEA Games bilang representative ng Philippines, na-excite ako kasi ito yung unang medal event sa esports. Para sa mga player na bago lang dyan, ang ma-advise ko lang is huwag kayong mawawala ng tiwala lagi sa kampi nyo. Huwag nyo silang sisisihin lagi kasi bumababa yung confidence nila. Disiplina lang talaga kailangan.
Nama gue Christian Antonius, nickname gue Krypton. Gue kuliah di Business University. Jurusan gue teknik industri. Harus punya skill dan mental yang kuat. Kalau secara tim harus punya chemistry dan juga kepercayaan terhadap tim tersebut. Yang pasti bangga dan senang banget karena banyak orang yang ingin sampai sana tapi tidak semuanya bisa sampai sana dan saya menjadi salah satunya. Untuk keluarga sih awalnya kurang terlalu support, tapi dia tidak melarang juga. Dan makin lama dari waktu ke waktu mereka jadi sangat support banget terhadap apa yang gue lakuin di dunia e-sport. Karena gue udah bisa membuktiin beberapa hal seperti juara IEL, terus masuk salah satu tim besar di Indonesia, tapi menjadikan bukti kepada mereka bahwa e-sport itu sekarang sangat berkembang dan bisa dijadikan karir ke depan.
esports has grown over the past couple of years to multi-million-dollar tournaments. It's the primary form of entertainment for the youth and millennials. When we first caught wind of the SEA Games, we realized that it was missing a major component and what we felt should be esports. We flew across to Philippines. We met up with Senator Cayetano and the rest of FISOC, and the rest is history. Esports, for the first time ever, is a medal sport in a major sporting event.
This is the first time esports is going to be included in the SEA Games. It's a huge thing. Like, we've been waiting for this for quite a long time, actually.
It really shows how far esports has come. It's crazy to be on par with conventional sports.
I think esports today, this past year has been a turning point for the industry, and we're very proud to be part of this. The future of esports, I would say, limitless and exciting. I'm just really passionate. I think there's a huge future in this. And
ladies and gentlemen, today we are making history. To be the first medal esports event in the world is a great promise.
Right now, we are having our the Southeast Asian Game Esport Test event. We did this so that we can conduct a simulation of what will happen on the actual SEA Games. So we're testing out everything in terms of the internet, the infrastructure.
And we also have Vietnam. Now, Mobile Legends Bang Bang is actually one of the hottest games of this generation. It's a 5-on-5 mobile multiplayer online battle game developed and published by Moontime. All right, with all our players on stage, can I ask Malaysia and Vietnam please meet at the center of the stage for a quick handshake. Thank you, Malaysia and Vietnam. You may now proceed to your respective booths as we will begin the first game for Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Asian Game. Hello and welcome to our continuing coverage of the 30th Southeast Asian Games. It is the beginning of an important time in history, as for the first time ever, we're going to be seeing esports played as a medal event here in the Southeast Asian Games. And of course, this is our continuing coverage of the 30th Southeast Asian Games with a very live. It stands as a bastion for the youth and a beacon for the future. And of course, your explorers today will be us joining you as we venture forward into the future. My name is Ilustrado.
And I'm Kay Saya, and just like what you have said, this is a very historic moment for all of us, especially to those who love video games since they were very, very young. And now, this 2019, we are witnessing a very historic moment.
Yeah, ever since we were younger, I think I speak for much of my generation when I say this. We grew up loving video games. It's something that was a little bit newer, I think, at that point, and just snowballed and became bigger and bigger. And now it was mentioned that 1 billion people worldwide roughly follow esports, and it is just starting to build up steam. I expect that it will just get larger and larger and bigger, and time will go by when esports will be a household name for everybody.
Yeah, and for our very first coverage for our first day for the esports category here at the SEA Games 2019, it is going to be Mobile Legends Bang Bang. And to those who don't know the game yet, it was mentioned a while ago that this is a 5v5 or a 5 versus 5 game between two teams.
Yeah, to go head to head and try to duke it out. Ultimate goal of the game, for those of you who don't understand, is to destroy each other's base, to destroy each other's nexus. At the very, very top, the core, the base, is what you want to absolutely eliminate here.
Definitely. 5 versus 5. Each of these teams having different roles. What kind of roles do we actually see? We have in here tanks and support.
Yeah, we have tanks, supports, assassins, marksmen, mages. So all those people who like to play, have special abilities, this is basically what you want. You have something tailored to each and every person, each and every play style. So if you want to be an assassin, if you like playing one of those go-getters, aggressive, that's basically, you could play that. But already we're getting ready, and I think we're about to go and head out into the draft. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this historic moment in history, as Vietnam goes head-to-head in Malaysia for the first time these Asian Games in esports.
Definitely. Vietnam banning out their first two heroes in here, Kaja and Kufra. Meanwhile, we know that these two heroes are actually good initiators. What are these initiators?
Yeah, the thing with Kaja and Kufra is that you can absolutely go ham with the initiations, with the Divine Judgment from Kaja. Same thing with Kufra, popping in right there, able to get those Tyrant's Rage, Tyrant's Revenge, the combo with the Bouncing Ball. Absolutely a dangerous combination. On the other side, you have Malaysia quickly banging out Ling, as well as Harith. But now Vietnam picking up that X-Borg, a very strong contender from them.
Wow, as you can see in here, Malaysia respecting all the good carries so far and making sure that Vietnam, one of the strongest teams, at least in Southeast Asia, they want to make sure that they won't give this away. But for the meantime, I think I'm liking these first two picks on the side of Malaysia as it reserving that Kimi as well as the Graf. Really good combination so far.
Very good combination. Very strong for the early game. But I see the Esmeralda and Lolita coming up. This is a great pick. The Lolita directly makes life difficult for that Kimi. So let's see what they decide to go for against here. Maybe they'll go for the Chang'o, but it's going to be difficult against the Lolita.
In here really want to go for a really highly focused objective type of aiming as they secure that Kimi early on. Meanwhile,
Leomord has now been secured here for Malaysia. Very solid top offlaner. We don't see it as much as we used to, but still can contribute a lot to team fights. As we know, Malaysia is one of those teams that really have changed and defined the meta for Mobile Legends. So we expect to see them really giving a good fight to Vietnam here.
Chang'e being removed in here by Team Vietnam. They really want to make sure that, okay, this Kimi will be enough for our Lolita to handle. They don't want to add more of range damage dealers coming from the side of Team Malaysia, but I think there's still a lot in here.
Yeah, and the Chang'e, it's an interesting ban because the Chang'e is good because it makes life difficult for Malaysia, especially with that Kimi, because you can outrange your Kimi with a Meteor Shower. So they don't want to ban it because they just want to avoid that road entirely, prevent Malaysia from picking it for themselves. Who will now secure the Akai?
On securing that Akai as a secondary tank for Team Malaysia. Now, what is currently lacking on Team Vietnam? They're hovering Hylos as well as Granger at the moment. One of the two meta heroes currently in...
Here we go, diving back.